Good morning. Hello, this is the MOW, this is the Man of War. A topic that's been on my mind this week and a little bit of last week has been just making music and just kind of what I've learned from it. So to give a little backstory, just very quickly, I was scrolling one day through my music that I have on DistroKid, all my little babies, all my little tracks that I've made, remixes, edits, all that kind of stuff, on DistroKid. And I was just curious, I'm like, I want to count them. And so I just began to kind of count them, and it was way over 50, which is pretty awesome. And so I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And I didn't count the fact of the songs that I have on Bandcamp and the songs that I have on SoundCloud. And it's well over 50. I think it's almost at 100 if I sat down and recounted. But 50 is a good general number. It's over 50, so it's not a lot. And I was like, that's really cool. And so I was just really excited. I had seen that idea a while back, just kind of releasing music. You don't really realize how much people release. Like, you'll hear different artists say, I've had like several mixtapes before I got big, or I've made 1,000 tracks and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. But did you really though? And I believe most of them, because they're at where they're at. But then at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Well, how many have I made? Have I made 1,000? Because it feels like I've made 1,000. Feels like I've made a lot of music. And then when I look, I'm like, okay, I didn't make 1,000, but I made a good amount, and I've had many attempts. So I have like 1,000 files of attempts of little sound designs and stuff like that, but never really 1,000 songs. Totally different from just the 8-bar loop. And so I was just curious and started counting. And another reason that came up as well was I remember an artist that I used to love and follow was Noise Controllers. And I remember it was this big thing a couple of years back. For them, they said they had either 100 or 200 releases in total throughout their career, it seemed. And I was like, that's pretty cool. It may not be a big deal for some people, but for me, it meant a lot, because I'm like, that's a lot of music that you have that not only that you have, but many people know about. So just thought it was really cool. And so it just that always stayed in my head. And so recently I was counting, and I'm like, oh, okay, I almost 100 songs. That's really cool. In the span of about 10 years. So I'm coming up on what will be almost 10 years of me, fully 10 years of doing this music, not even full time, but just music in general. And just releasing music out to the public. So, hooray, celebrate, yay. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, I guess I just wanted to share that with you.